Warm ones, Dana Beers, Max Dolente. Why do you think I brought you guys here today?
Mostly because we're two fiery, competitive, large men.
We've been getting paired up for a lot of things recently.
No, and
I know, I like it. I like it. People are just sensing our chemistry.
You're crushing me. You crushed me in basketball. You crushed me in Oklahoma drill. But I'm going to keep stepping up to the plate, no matter what.
I respect that for you.
I like that. I think you guys can both drink. You guys are both athletes. I think that that's definitely a key that we put together.
Yeah.
I think you guys both went from the production side to being a little bit more on camera.
Yeah.
Both rabid sports fans. I think that there's a lot of like similarities and both just like super easy to get along with.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said, ever.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Let's begin.
Cheers, let's start.
Warm ones, 6 questions, 6 beers. Who wins more championships over the next 20 years, the city of Philadelphia or the city of Boston?
All right, it's 2025. That doesn't actually matter.
If we were
That's
starting,
what I mean.
if we were
When
starting
talking
at
about before the show,
2030.
well, I was like, you think sometimes I fake my dumb? That was a real, like, that was my thought process.
That's pure dumb.
And it's like, why does that matter? It doesn't.
Yeah, like the year is going to be a cutoff.
All right, let's break it down. Eagles will probably win more in the next 10 years. Celtics will probably win more in the next 10 years. Don't do that.
If we're talking about trajectories, Celtics are
Jason
going.
Tatum will be back.
Celtics are going down.
No, they're not. That 1 year they're going down. They'll be back up in 2 years.
So
What about paying everybody?
Not
though?
to mention now that Peyton Pritchard's going to get more minutes, he's probably going to average 25 points a game.
He'll be a problem, but what about paying all the other guys on the team?
Yeah, you got to say goodbye to some of them, but I don't know. We've done the Tatum thing, and I don't want to do it again because
No, we're not talking about the Tatum. I'm not even talking about Tatum. Jaylen Brown is gone too.
No, he's not.
People are gone on this team.
What is this? Just because you do this doesn't mean you're fucking better.
Talent.
No, this means business right here.
I know, you all do it so much.
It works, though. It works.
I know.
It makes it seem like you could have a mediocre point and just drive it home with
But
a good point.
I talk to Hank about this all the time. Hank still argues on the Celtics' behalf, but he's still Jaylen Brown is gone. Like he's on the block. Every single Celtic is on the trade block right now. They've said the only player who's not on the trade block is Jason Tatum.
Porzingis could be out of there.
Porzingis,
Horford
I don't
could
care.
be out of there.
He can leave.
Derek White probably stays. Giroux could be out of there.
Okay.
But they just signed Giroux to big money.
What team is better equipped to win a championship in 3 years? A healed Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, who will probably be there, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, and probably another free agent or developed player. That's a starting 5. Or Embiid, who's gone.
This is fantasy land right now.
It's not fantasy land.
You're just saying you're just hoping that all of these guys are magically there, and they've said that they're not going to be there.
Well,
like the Celtics have gone out and said like this. That was the last of that core. This past year was the last you'll ever see of that core.
Peyton Pritchard can step into Drew. That's not true. He's not Drew Holiday, but he can be a close to. I'm not going to say all-star.
He's a better scorer.
I'm going to say he can be a very good starter, which is essentially what Drew Holiday is. Obviously, Drew Holiday is a better defender, but let's say Pritchard steps in. Let's say Tatum, I'm living in fantasy land. Let's say he recovers, and let's say Jaylen Brown is back, Derek White, and then a 5th person. That's better than whatever the fuck Philly's coming up with in the next 20 years.
For any sport or just basketball? Because I think it's almost a wash, Eagles and Celtics. Like there's a fair chance both of those could get
I'll give you the Phillies.
And you're taking the Bruins? I mean, the Flyers
I don't know much about the Flyers.
I don't know anything.
No, the Flyers. I know nothing about hockey, but I do know people that know about hockey that say that the Flyers are fucked.
Okay, so are the Bruins, from what I hear. So
what's the reason?
I am saying I'll
Is it
put
just
it
a
this
wash?
way. I'll put it this way.
yeah, probably.
I think it's at this point the Phillies and the Celtics are on the same trajectory.
You know what? I'm gonna say Philadelphia.
Wow.
I love that.
Because be honest, the Phillies and the Eagles probably have a better future than the Celtics and the Patriots. And
No, I think the Phillies and the Celtics are very similar. We are both past our prime of our window, and the window is still open, but it's closing.
Yes.
Like, you got one and the Phillies never got one, and
we
that's
have-
the difference. But it's still that window which is closing because the team isn't like Schwarber's going to be gone after this year.
Yeah.
Like
I feel very confident having Brad Stevens. As long as he's there,
maker.
I feel extremely confident in how he drafts, how he attacks free agency.
I'm surprised you're not saying Drake May. If you're looking at like next 20 years,
well, they haven't really surrounded him with much.
They're not ready yet.
I mean, I know he's second year, but they've drafted shitty for like a long time.
It looked good this year, though.
Yeah, that's what they said last year about Jalen Polk, and he had one good game.
He did suck ass.
Yeah, and that's what they said.
Kyle Williams, though, looks good.
That's what he does look good. But again, this is training camp. You know, I had great preseasons at Hingham High School, and guess what happened? The fucking coach didn't play me because I wasn't a senior. Which is what? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Please
let's talk about that.
I had the most potential in that 2 games, Rone. First game I started. This was 15 games into the season after I've been rotting on the bench all year for whatever reason.
Bullshit.
17 and 14. Next game he sat me.
Why?
I'm not an attitude problem
Why?
guy either. I don't know. And then the second game they put me in 9 and 13. That's the only 2 games I played.
Well, what was the guy's name? What was the coach's name?
Bob Niffen. He's a great guy. I mean, I didn't think we'd be talking Bob Niffen today.
Should we call him up?
No, I can't call it Niff.
You're calling him out. We might
sounds
as
like
well call him up.
I can't believe you just followed that up with Bob Niffen. He's a great guy. You were just trashing
No.
this guy.
I
You were
loved-
like, this motherfucker
No, I
never
didn't
gave me
say
a
this
chance.
motherfucker.
15 years
No,
ago.
Bob Niffen was an awesome
You were like,
coach. He was
we
in a tough
almost got
position.
off of this topic 3 times. You're like, let me motherfuck my
No.
high school coach.
Yeah, but he's a
Bob
great
Niffen
guy.
was a great coach, great guy. He's still coaching, an awesome coach. However, he was in a tough position because there was 10 seniors in front of me. All right? Let's not forget that.
But numbers are numbers.
I know.
What is this, the senior tour?
Seems like he's a bad coach.
No,
He
he's
might be
a
a
great
great
coach.
guy, bad
Great
coach.
coach. He's playoffs every year. Great coach. Love you, Niff.
He's not playing the best players.
But I should have played more minutes junior year, and that's just a fact.
I think that's fair to
a
say.
shame.
I agree with that, but I think that you can't act like he was a great guy when he fucked you over.
But he didn't know. He didn't realize the potential that I had, which I guess is partly his fault. But maybe I could have tried harder in practice. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I
That's
don't
probably
know,
on
yeah.
you.
But
I was all state my junior year, so I can't
in
relate.
football.
In baseball.
Oh fuck.
fucking sick.
Yeah.
That's glory days for
No, I
real.
did start in football too, though, if we want to talk multiple sports, starting junior year.
That's fucking sick. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
No Bob
I'm
Niffen
sorry
on your
about that,
squad.
though.
No,
Yeah,
can we?
Vogue.
I don't
Shout
need
out
this to
Coach
turn
Vogue.
into a
It's not a Bob Niff
I
fest.
fucking love Niff.
I'll pivot.
I love
another
Niff.
beer. We can pivot off Niff.
All right.
Okay, I need you both to name one man white, one man black, one gay person, one Indian, one Chinese person.
All at once?
You can't say Tom Brady. You can't say Jackie Chan.
Dave Portnoy.
Okay?
All at once?
I mean, just get you.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
We're just doing.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We'll
The
let Dana go
director of the FBI.
What?
Cash something? Isn't his name Cash?
first. Most common Indian name is his last name.
Patel.
Patel.
Yes, Cash Patel.
Cash Patel.
What else? Chinese? Oh fuck. Xi.
Xi Jinping.
Emperor Xi.
Yeah, that's good.
What's the 5th one?
Gay.
My brother. Love you, Alex.
Shout out Alex.
That's a wrecking crew.
That is a good crew. That's a good crew.
No one's talking. It's just a G and Cash Patel.
That's a good crew.
With Alex. With Alex together with all them.
That's a good crew.
Yeah, it is.
Chinese, I'll start Jeremy Lin.
That's questionable.
No, it's not.
I don't
Chinese
know what
American doesn't count.
Yeah, you gave Cash Patel. That's an Indian American.
This might not.
Jeremy Lin is famously a Chinese American. He was like,
Is that true?
I think he was the most Chinese guy.
I'm going to be honest, boys. I don't know the difference.
Yeah. He's from. That was like a whole thing.
Yes.
Like when
It says he was the first American of Chinese or Taiwanese descent. So he might be Taiwanese.
That counts. That counts.
Yep.
Give me a bucket.
Yup. I told you. Is that racist?
No.
It's not?
Because Taiwan is its own place. I think you're recognizing two different cultures.
Yes,
I think
am.
it's the opposite of
Thank
racist.
you.
I think it's inclusive.
Thank you.
I'm struggling with Indian if we're being oh. This is not this person that popped into my head is not a great person to pop into my head.
But go ahead.
But Mia Khalifa is Indian, is she not?
No, she's Lebanese. I think she's Lebanese. She's not Indian, dude. Dude.
I thought she was.
No, she is. Yeah, she's Lebanese American.
Trust me.
Born in Beirut.
Yeah,
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's honestly.
Trust me.
You did an ancestry on her?
I know.
The fact that you knew that was worse than that she popped into my head. She was like, fact check. Her parents are from this region.
I would have thought she was Indian.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, Khalifa, or where's Khalifa?
Well,
I've also seen some of her work where
exactly.
she plays into
plays Indian.
yes, where she
How does she do that?
I don't know.
She plays Lebanese.
Maybe I don't know.
So you also
So you're wrong.
I'm wrong. I need let me circle back. Let me circle back on
you know it's black, white, gay, and Indian.
Okay.
Let's start with white.
White. What did you say, Dave Portnoy?
Yeah.
I'll say Big Cat. Gay, I'll go Joey Camasta.
Okay. You're not
Black.
beating. That's not Alex.
Black, I'll.
It's definitely not beating Alex.
I don't even. I when you were going, I was thinking of things in my head, so I wasn't even really paying attention.
This
to
is
what
so
you were
easy.
saying.
I can name a billion black people.
Obviously,
a
I was
billion
going to say
Indian
Jalen Hurts.
people.
Indian, I'm struggling with.
Indian's tough. There's only 2 billion.
Actually, Indian is kind of tough.
I'm trying to think of if I know any cricket players.
There's the one from Slumdog Millionaire that they mentioned.
Yeah. Also, Trust Tree. I have a name that first popped into my head that I know is wrong. I know that.
Who was it? Trust Tree.
This is.
We can guard our mouse.
I'm pretty sure this is a Mexican man that. I was gonna say Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Do you know what?
I know. I'm struggling.
It's like the West Indies.
I know.
That's
Do you
kinda
know
close.
what Indian?
I know. I'm trying.
Do you know any?
Of course.
Yeah, he came up with the question.
I'm not gonna.
No, I don't want.
You can use Arvind.
Arvind.
What my
Arvind? Oh, I know that guy.
You should have used Arvind.
my brother-in-law's friend is named Arvind. I went to a bachelor party at LSU
you
with
can't
him. You
use
can
Arvind.
him.
Oh,
You
of
can't
course.
use Arvind.
Arvind. I would have used Arvind.
No,
if
you
he
can't
didn't say
use
it
Arvind.
first.
I should have added that at the beginning. You can't use Arvind.
He's a great
Tom
guy.
Brady, Jackie Chan, and Arvind are out. Those three are verboten.
All right.
There's a basketball player. There's like a really tall
Can I help
basketball
him?
player.
Yeah, I know his name.
You know who I'm talking
help
about,
him?
but don't.
He doesn't know who it is.
There was the guy.
Simbular.
Aminu?
Simbular.
He's African.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah.
That was just an. This is Trust Tree. We're allowed to-
Simbular.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm not gonna say.
What? Who?
No, I'm not gonna
It's hard. It's hard because
You
American
say things
culture,
that
Trigger
trigger
something.
thoughts in my brain.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
how it
said.
goes.
You said I was like.
So if we finish these, can he quit?
No, he has to
No,
say
I
an
have
Indian
to
person.
think
about it.
No, he knows an Indian person. There's 2 billion Indian people alive. You could even go
Wait.
dead.
Maresh is Indian, right?
Yeah.
Maresh.
Oh, there we go.
Maresh,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah. There we go.
That was one I was going to give you
There
as
we
a
go,
layup.
yeah.
Yeah, Maresh.
I mean, if we're using Maresh, why can't we use Arvind?
Because you use your brother. You gave him Arvind. He has to name them. That was the only category or the only stipulation. He has to come up with them in his own brain.
He's a great guy.
I learned something about myself today, and that is
You need to appreciate Indian culture a little bit
learn more about Indian culture.
You do. I mean,
that was a horrendous performance. Mia Khalifa, I really thought I was onto something there.
Khalifa, what is Khalifa? A mountain range or something like that?
Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa,
big
and that's the building.
Skyscraper.
That's the building in the Abu
Dubai.
Dhabi. In Dubai,
yes.
yeah.
Similar letters though.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Yeah.
He's secretly smart as fuck.
No, I know things, and what I know, I know. What I don't know, I come off as very stupid for not knowing.
It's way better to brand yourself as stupid and be smart than to be stupid and be like, I'm actually a smart guy.
No, I don't
That's
think
a terrible branding.
I had a 2.3 GPA, and you know what was my best class? Video production. You know what I do for my career? Production.
Video production.
And content.
It was written.
It was. So I was good at that, and I did it.
It is sick that you guys both made the transition.
It is. But we still both do both, you know?
I like doing both.
I do too. I love editing.
Why?
I love editing.
Why? Because it's less pressure to do both? Like, you don't have to be like, oh, what's my content thing?
Honestly,
yes.
Yeah, well, Max is definitely under way more pressure than I am now because he actually has to be like every day involved with a major podcast. Me, I just kind of edit my own dumb shit and nobody asks questions. Like, that's a good position to be in.
But you've edited massive projects.
I have, yes.
Yours is also I still edit a little bit, but I have like so many guys underneath me that do most of the editing. I don't want to take the credit for all.
Would
of that.
either of you transfer all the way out? Would you ever go like full content, or would that be too like? Is it better money to go just content, or is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But would it be worth it to transfer out and just be like?
It strikes me that you and I are two in the same. That like
we just never asked.
We get given a contract of money, and we're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, yeah, that.
I have never asked for like anything more than what I think is good, and what I think is good is probably not good.
I've never asked for anything. It's just.
They just give it to you?
Yeah, no, let's go.
And I'm like, fuck, yeah, that's more money.
Actually, I'm up in like 12 days or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What's your plan for that?
I don't know.
How are you not going to...
Wait, you didn't have this discussion before? You were like, yeah, I'll move to Chicago?
Well, I don't know who to talk to.
Well, you should start asking.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Dave or Big Cat.
Why don't you just ask Big Cat?
I could, yeah.
And then be like, is this a me and you conversation or me and Dave conversation?
That's a good point. But it's the same thing. It's like I'm happy with where I'm at, and I'm too much of a pussy to ask for anything more.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that you deserve more. I don't know what you're getting, but I feel like you should ask for more.
I could.
I feel like this is something that you should have addressed before you.
Yeah, use the leverage.
Yeah, move to Chicago.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a bad play.
That's bad.
You're not out here fucking asking for money. You got
no, but I didn't just like. Big Cat was trying to get you out here. And
yeah, I know.
Like,
I should.
I'll come out here.
You're
if
right.
You give me.
I'll do that. You know what? I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
You already lost your leverage.
No,
you signed a lease.
You did?
I did.
So maybe you use that as leverage. Be like, I have this fucking expensive ass lease.
Pretty expensive.
Is it nice?
It's nice.
Really? You get more bang for your buck, probably.
Yeah. It's like a little 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. You know, nice open area in the living room, plenty of space, a little balcony. Put a bed on there.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
All right. I have to ask
Let's
you guys.
not in the balcony bed.
I'm
we
excited.
can pivot on the.
It's your show. I'll let you ask the questions. But
I'd rather you.
Well, my question was, now that I'm married, is a balcony bed immature?
What a pussy I am.
No. It's whatever.
Is it sad?
Well, will she tolerate it?
Yeah, she would love it.
Then it's amazing.
What do you mean is it sad?
I say, every now and then you see a comment and it gets to you. There's a couple guys saying out there like, really? Balcony bed, married
Those
guy?
are guys who wish they had a balcony bed so bad.
You're right.
Those are guys who are desperate to have like a little bit of fun in their life.
All right.
Their life might suck ass.
Yeah. I try not to read the mean ones, but every now and then there's one that gets you and I'm like, how could you not like a balcony bed? You know? What if you see, oh, Dana, I'm moving to Chicago and I have a balcony, I'm going to put a bed on there. I don't want you to put a bed on there.
I feel like balcony bed has been some of like your greatest work.
It has been.
And like
It's a great era.
it'll be a great nostalgia.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah. Maybe
That's
not
all I
like a I'm not saying you bring we put a permanent bed on this balcony.
But we kind of have to.
This isn't even what I was saying. We got to go through a phase where we bring back the balcony.
How big is the balcony? Is it big enough for like a big ass bed? Because you had a big ass bed.
I had a king size on that one.
That's
this
insane.
one is probably it could probably fit king, but the difference is with this one, that one was up high looking at a skyline. This one's like third floor.
That's
like
I think,
people are
funnier.
right there, which I think would be funnier.
Yeah, have them throw something up to you. You throw something down,
what's
throw
up,
down
bud?
a beer.
Yeah.
Make content out of everybody involved with it.
Yeah.
When we look back at both of your content histories, Dana, you have content about sticking pool cues up your ass.
All right.
Shitting on yourself and other people and getting shit on.
That was
boofing beers.
Yeah.
Max, you have content about farting on planes that has made national news.
Yeah.
It did.
Is there any type of,
National reporter.
and it's also the biggest podcast in all of sports, and that's been a storyline for almost a whole year. Is there a piece of content either of you would want to have back and kind of, pull back in, or is it like, hey, I'm happy that everything that's out there about me is in the world. No dishonesty, no lies.
I'll put it this way. If I didn't plan on having kids someday, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck about anything I've said, because I don't. One day, hopefully, when those children that I'm planning on having are grown, I just hope to God they don't see the pool stick or the shit part. I really hope they don't.
But that just doesn't come to your mind at the time.
It doesn't. But now I'm married now. Like I said, these things are happening. They're going to happen, and you got to be like.
There's definitely been times I've come home after saying a story on a show, and my wife's like, "Why would you say that out loud?" She's like, "Why would you talk about that?" But it's so fun to talk about with the fellas. It's funny to talk about that shit. Little shit with the fellas.
Like even right now, I forget I'm on camera. I feel like I'm just yucking it up with my boys. So
That's a good job.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't really regret anything I've said, but one day I will hope to God it doesn't get back to my children.
But I think this is a nice way to think about it. Like, if your kids went through the same thing, you wouldn't judge them negatively for it. You'd be like, all right, you're a knucklehead, but this is funny.
I just imagine, like, little Dana Beers in first grade, and his buddy's like, hey, remember when your dad got shit on his chest?
I don't think
another kid's going to say that to him?
I don't think a first grader is going to be, like, in tune with Barstool nostalgia content.
Like, very niche fucking personal stories that you said
that makes me feel better.
I
I'm going
think
to keep
you'll
saying
be
it
okay.
then.
There might be a couple dads that you got to say something, but at that point, if they know, they like you.
But you know the dude Blippy, you know the guy Blippy who makes children's content?
Yeah.
One of his most famous videos before he became Blippy was him shitting on his other friend. And he basically made like Miss Rachel level kids content.
You didn't know that story?
No, I knew there was some type of controversy with him.
Harlem Shake, right?
Yes. It was a Harlem Shake video, and they just cut to him like squatting in the corner of a bathroom, projectile shitting on one of his best friends. That's way less than anything you've ever done, video. And he's like probably a billionaire off of children's content.
Okay. Then no, I don't regret anything.
Yeah.
If Blippy can do it, I can too.
If Blippy can shit all over it. How about you, Max? Is there anything you want to have back, or it's just like, fuck it?
So this is a surprising answer, and I was trying to give it some thought while Dana was saying there. The things that most people would find embarrassing, I have no issues with. I think it's funny. Like 2 sodas, the farting on an airplane, 2 sodas. That was embarrassing in the moment. Looking back, whatever, it's funny. It was good. My butt crack being out all the time for just being so fat that my pants can't stay within my own legs. Little embarrassing, but it's also just become one of my things now, and it's like, fuck it, whatever.
It's your calling card. You're like the wet
It's
bandits.
funny. And like the things that people remember, I don't regret at all, because like, okay, like that, whatever, that's funny. It's like the things that I remember and no one else remembers. Like, those are the ones I want back.
Yeah.
Like, in Camp Barstool last year, we were doing an egg toss. And I got so angry. I went up to Rico Bosco, and I just grabbed him and shoved him because he wasn't like refereeing the egg toss well enough. Like those are the things that I'm like, number one, that
wrong with
isn't
me?
funny. Why
you
would
being
you?
serious when you
oh,
did that?
I was so fucking furious because he was the ref of the egg toss and he was giving
Which
me.
should be an ethical position.
He was giving me harder throws than my competitor. And I got so angry that I like grabbed him and like shoved him. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You're not throwing the eggs fair.
And like, I'm the only one who remembers something like that. So that's why those are the things that I wish I could get. Like, if people remember it and it's funny and they find it funny, I'll like, all right, good. That's like what it's
But if you
supposed
look
to
like a
be.
spaz,
But if I-
it
yes.
looks so shitty when you look like a spaz on camera.
And it's like nobody cares except for my, like, if you look like a spaz and it ends up being like a thing and it's funny and whatever. But if you look like a spaz and there's just a couple of people being like,
what?
oh,
you okay, bro?
this
Is
guy's
everything okay
a
at
fucking
home?
weirdo.
Yeah, you're
Then,
losing
like,
your shit.
That's the shit that I think of, and I'm like, ugh.
The things I worry about, like I'll do something on camera and I'll worry about it for like a day, and then it's like the news cycle, it disappears 24 hours later.
Yeah.
But for that day, I'm like, fuck, I look so dumb.
Yeah.
Why did I say that? And then, but you always forget, it just disappears.
No one remembers. Not even the people who hate you are thinking about
Yeah.
it, which
So-
is nice.
To answer the question, there's not much I regret.
It's probably good at some point for your kids to know that you have like that you're fallible, that you're like not perfect as a person.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he messed up. Like, yeah, I'll probably mess up. It's part of it.
I feel like most of the thing is like, my future kids, I would like, I want to act the same way when I'm 40 than I am now. Like, I still want to have that, like, obviously more mature and like should be a good example to your kids, but I still want to show them like a way of living life, of like achieving something that you really want to do while also like being a good personal guy and like being friendly with the people around you and not this like stuck up, sort of person. That's
Be a real
like,
guy.
yeah.
Be a real person.
I want to show
and have
that
a
like
job
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Do something you really like with your career. I feel like both your kids will be fucking fired up that you'll.
Yeah, it's true. You worry. Everyone worries about this shit.
Yeah, they won't find out until like they probably are already trying to.
If they're
like, distance
12,
themselves.
I'm hoping the archives are wiped by then.
DevNest. We need another like DevNest strike.
That would be awesome if
So-
it was wiped.
Future, no one's gonna know anything.
I hope to God.
Yeah.
Who wins in an Oklahoma drill between the two of you?
I'm not even gonna try and play like I'm a good athlete. He would murder me. He did murder me. I have no form. He has form.
Is it just about leverage? Isn't it just about getting low? You're too.
I'm gonna be
you're too
honest right
high.
now. I'm a little buzzed. Like I would do it again. Into this table, I would let him pile drive me.
The fact that you're just like accepting defeat and you're just and it's like, I'm willing to lose again.
Well,
and
This is the hardest floor.
problem-
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know
like,
if-
we
I
can't
don't-
do it on this
I don't know if
floor.
you did this on purpose, but when I see like a folding table
Buffalo Bills.
and I drink,
Yeah.
I want somebody to break it and throw me into it. I don't know what it is. He would fucking murder me. He murdered me
You
twice.
keep saying would.
No, you murdered me twice. I don't know what I'm doing. I just like tackling when I'm buzzed. You know?
It's nice.
It was
Body-
fun.
body
It was
craves
good.
contact.
Like the human body craves
It is.
contact.
Next time, because there will be a next time, I have to wear a helmet. That
Deal.
in the back.
You got dinged? Oh, you got
No,
whiplash?
no. I've seen, because Lucas did it. His head hit the fucking back. I don't want that.
That I will say, one day I do want K-Dick.
I want it so bad. for
One
you.
day
No.
he will fuck me up, but it's the same sort of thing of like.
But you're pick on people like me.
I know he's all, but
Pick on me.
I'm also like 10 years older than him, and like so much. He's literally fresh off of playing Big Ten
He
football.
just stopped like a couple months
Pick
ago.
on the guys you know you can beat.
I know, but you literally just said that this is someone that you know that that you would lose to.
and you
What
just
do you
crave
mean? Well,
contact.
I'm saying for you, I don't give a fuck.
That's
he
what I'm
said he doesn't give a
saying.
fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you keep saying you're the best athlete. You hit the game-winning shot in my
I
face.
don't say that. Other people say
Yeah,
that.
well, whatever. You hit home runs and all that shit. Why would you ruin your reputation of being the best athlete by getting truck sticked by an offensive lineman?
I don't think I would ruin my reputation of like losing to Kodak in an Oklahoma drill.
What if you shock the world?
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Like no one would expect me to win that.
Okay, let's pair this question with just name 5 things that you're better at than the man across from the table of you.
Hitting home runs.
Okay, drinking.
Yes.
Okay, 1 and 1. Okay, 5 things each.
Hitting game-winning shots against the
All right,
other.
well, that doesn't count. That's very specific because I haven't had the chance to.
Okay, fine. Do you want me to say Oklahoma
Yeah,
drills?
that was a one that you could have hit a game-winning shot at that exact
I
moment.
had like 6. Yeah.
I had one
I
opportunity.
had 10 minutes of opportunity.
Yeah.
Did you edit the PMT documentary?
No.
Fuck. I was gonna say editing documentaries.
Yeah,
I did documentary filmmaking in college.
Editing documentaries.
You're better than him, even though he did that in college.
Yep.
Okay, I love that.
That was honestly right
That's
now.
a good answer. That's a good answer.
But like in my heyday, that is incorrect.
Really?
Well, there's
That-
you could
that
edit a
used to
better
be- that used-
documentary than
There's
him?
no chance. If
What?
My
you gave
background.
me and Max 24 hours, and you got a bunch of footage of God knows what.
How much
Same footage and the ample resources of music libraries and whatever the fuck.
24
Adobe
hours.
Premiere, I would have the better documentary.
Like 5 minutes? Like how long are we
10.
editing down? 10 minutes and 24 hours?
Yeah, I don't want to put this on his plate. He eats. Nope, I'm not doing that.
He eats. That was an eating
I'm
joke.
not putting it on his plate.
Listen, sorry you fucking stick needles up your ass and you got skinny. That's
You
not,
know, you
that-
want to
yeah.
do this?
I know.
You know
get
the one
there.
person, the one person who asked me about my Ozempic
Yeah.
plug in the Chicago office. Guess who it was? This fat
Don't
fuck
say
right
it.
here.
Don't
That's
say
who
that.
it was.
No one said anything
This guy.
about
He goes, oh, you got Ozempic plug, huh?
Don't say anything
Oh,
about
but I'm the guy who eats.
You're the one who said that first.
No, I don't. What did I say? I said.
You said I don't want to put too much on your plate. And then you
I got
started.
sidetracked.
You're the one who brought the weight in.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
sorry.
I didn't mean to bring the weight in. Okay, I don't want to put too much on his plate because he has a lot going on. But if at some point in the future he has a light load and we did a 24-hour documentary edit series of the same footage, my documentary would be significantly better.
No, right now I'm washed. I'm
Just
washed.
editing.
Right now, it's a.
I mean,
What's the word when
Yeah.
I went to
It's
a very
a skill. It's a blank skill. It's a blank skill. What's that fucking word?
Transferable? Like it lasts forever? Indelible?
Fuck. What is
It's
it?
like riding a bike?
No. Kinda. Yeah. Fuck. What's it called? It's.
You got this.
Skill that.
15 seconds.
10.
10.
It's a tangible or intangible. What's the difference between those?
Intangible, you can't touch it. Tangible means I think you
It's
can
a
grab.
tangible skill that you can't measure.
It's intangible.
It's an intangible skill that you cannot measure. You either have it or you don't. I have it. Max probably has it, but not as good as me.
Okay. All right. Honestly, I'm willing. I'm accepting that answer.
Okay.
All right.
All right, what's your next? So who's up? You're next, right?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Oklahoma drills. I still have that in my pocket.
Oklahoma drills, that's 3. Okay, Dana.
He's his 3?
That's 3, and this is about to be your 3rd.
What have I said so far? Documentaries
Editing
and drinking?
And drinking.
That's all I have.
No, that's not true.
No, but that's like that's me.
Trivia.
Basketball.
I
I don't give a fuck. I'm a better basketball player than you.
So all around basketball
Yes.
game.
That's probably true.
Okay. All right, like post moves.
Overall.
Overall, are you willing to like
Team
see
player.
that?
If I don't want to do this again.
Do we need to bring up the box scores?
I don't want to do the fucking box
do we need to
score.
bring up the
If
teams?
me and
You
you,
can. What are they?
We've
What
done
are
this.
they?
me and you were on the same team, that 5-on-5, and me and you
you're a better
subbed out,
basketball
I
player
would
than
be
me.
better.
You're a better basketball player than me, for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
But we played once, and I played significantly better than you on a significantly worse.
There was multiple factors.
So you're saying what? He got the Rockmore or something like that?
No, I actually got the
it was
Rock
just
last.
it was My teammate
But it's okay.
was
It's
0
not
for 8
like,
from 3.
It's not like we were defending each other or anything.
He's a fucking brick wall.
Oh no.
I can't get by him. My whole game is predicated on low post, backing you down. I couldn't get by him.
I'll say darts. I'm a good dart player.
Really?
Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
nice.
Okay,
I can throw
I'll
darts.
probably give that to you.
I can throw darts.
I don't know if I want to give that to him.
You're nice at darts?
No, I'll give that to you.
Okay, he's got darts.
I have 2 more. Drinking.
I think you already said. I think that was the first one you said.
Listed.
What is?
What do you got in there?
What's going on in there?
You need to switch a room?
Beer pong.
What is that?
Beer pong.
Oh, I suck at beer pong. I'll give you that.
Okay, beer pong. Nice.
I mean, he got personal with the whole documentary thing. I mean, that was.
I would like to see it though. I'd like to see a documentary off.
Might have been pretty trivial.
Your job,
Yeah.
your livelihood. I'm better at
I actually don't really do
Dude.
it anymore, so that's why it was.
Would that be the first documentary off ever? 24-hour documentary off?
That
But
was
I just
same
want to
footage.
preface this. What I did in college was literally documentary filmmaking.
Congrats.
And I made like 4 of them in college, and I graduated every single one of those classes with an A+, and I left Villanova with my senior thesis professor being like, this is the best documentary anyone has ever made at Villanova.
Congrats.
I just didn't do it when I got to Barstool.
Congrats.
But like,
So are we setting this up?
Are we going to talk
Documentary off?
about, what did I say earlier?
24
You can get your
hours.
A+s at Villanova, as you called it. You can get your fucking...
where did you go to school?
Stonehill College.
Yeah.
Never heard of it?
Well, what are we talking about? Prestigious universities.
2.3 GPA. If you want to talk
3.3
about your
GPA.
A+s at fucking Villanova, I don't give a fuck. It's about intangibles. It's about knowing your audience and knowing exactly what they want.
I made one documentary.
I'm sorry for getting personal.
I know.
But I would love to see a documentary off.
That'd be the first of its kind.
Yeah, that would be the first of
And
its
then maybe
kind.
somebody films both of you guys during it, and then you make a documentary about the making of the documentary or something like
I
that.
will
You
also
want to
say-
talk about fucking efficiency? I can bang that thing out in 4 hours.
That's true. I don't have that. I definitely don't have
See?
that.
worker.
Why do you think I
am-
said 24 hours? Cornered him.
No, that's very true. I need Adderall. I need Adderall if I need speed, because I might be the slowest worker of all time because my ADD sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks.
And so what are we at? Five? Do we both have
You have
5?
5. I have 4.
Oh, I know.
No, he needs to do his last 5, and then you need to do your 5th.
Okay.
My
both need a fifth.
will be.
Something you're better than Dana Beers at.
You strike me to be a bad driver.
Nope. Dude, I pride myself on my driving record.
Actually, that's not true. I almost hit a biker yesterday. I take it
Bikers
back.
are all over the
I take
place.
it back. I was so close to hitting a biker yesterday, and it was completely my fault. Take it back.
It was your
Strike
fault,
it from the
But you
record.
didn't hit him, though.
You could just say lifting.
Lift. Oh yeah, lifting. Good.
He
Good.
crushed me in
Easy,
lifting.
Thank you.
Anything? Every lift?
Yeah. I don't know how to lift.
Yeah.
You don't know how?
Don't know how.
There we go.
No form. I'm a big boy and I can barely do like 35-pound bicep curls. Big pussy.
And what's yours? Your last one?
I
Mine
guess
is so
just
much
like
manlier
overall
than yours,
ball
by the way.
knowledge.
Oh yeah. Wait, I already gave you trivia. Oh wait.
No,
You didn't take
I
it. You didn't take it.
Ball
I
knowledge.
would say overall ball knowledge across all sports.
So would you say ball knowledge, basketball, and something else basketball related?
Did I?
I don't
No,
know.
it was.
Oh, are you going to give
I
me ball
took
knowledge?
game-winning shots, and he took basketball.
Which are different disciplines. Like
definitely.
Robert Horry's a better game.
I don't even know if you
I
took game-winning
also-
shots. You might have made that up.
I made it significantly further in the 1v1-1 challenge than you.
I didn't even play in it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Walked right into that one.
Yep.
Walked dead into that one. Can I move on to?
All right. No. Yeah. Let's.
That was nice.
That was
And I
nice.
hate to
That
pit you
was
guys
nice.
against
That
each
was
other.
nice.
I don't want to pit you guys against each other, but I just like to hear. I was argument farming.
Pit us.
Pitt.
Dennis Pitta. Remember him?
Kyle Pitts.
Tight end.
Yep. Ravens.
Okay, I want you guys to rank these numbers in order from most to least. The number of times you've shit yourself, romantic partners, number of times you've been to a Cracker Barrel, the inches you would add or subtract from your penis for it to be considered normal.
My shit myself is number one highest. For
Highest.
sure.
Highest?
Yes.
I need clarification on shit.
What's the last one about the size?
Inches you would add or subtract from your penis for it to be considered normal.
The last four, wait, how many questions? How many are there? 5?
4 numbers total.
The last 3 are all in the same area code. I'll tell you that right now.
What's the area code?
3.
I like that we don't know which one that you're talking about, though.
Yeah, that makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Because I don't
What's
want to
the
know the
second
numbers.
question?
I don't want to know the numbers. I want these just ranked in order from most to least.
Hard or flaccid?
Hard.
Well, that changes things.
Yeah.
When we say shit yourself.
It's, I think, even any type of brown touches your underwear.
All right, number 1. Easily number 1.
Like, I don't need a whole turd
You
out.
might need to
Not
just
turd, but
throw
like.
that one
But
out.
a spray doesn't count.
I'm in the
There,
50s.
there's a difference between shitting yourself and farting and a little shit
I'm
comes
in the
out.
50s.
50s.
You want to talk about my
50s.
kids someday
50s
watching this
is-
clip?
50s. They'll inherit your butt, bro.
Well, the Barrowies, is that my last name?
Yeah.
The Barrowies, we shit.
I feel like I shit too, but I just don't have that many. I think I'm a major league shitter. I really think that I come to play when it comes to
It's
shitter.
never a solid. It's always fucking spray. Always.
That's the beer. The beer will get it. The beer will do
I'm
that.
not exaggerating. 50.
50.
Yes.
50 is too many. 50 is far too many.
50 is.
I was
How old are
thinking
you?
like,
How old are you?
like in my brain I was thinking 20 and I was like that is so many times.
20.
That isn't even half.
20 is a whole wardrobe
Yeah.
of underwear.
I was embarrassed to say 20.
50.
Actually no, I'm 30. We're not counting like when you're a child.
No. As an adult.
As an adult. So we've been an adult for like 15 years. Let's call it. 50 is you're saying that you shit yourself like 4 times a year? Consistently every year. I'm giving you like 15 as an adult too.
10 is crazy.
Yeah.
10 is so many.
I think I probably shit myself like 4 times a year in that, and that's embarrassing. You just said 10.
50.
50.
I'm gonna piss my pants.
50. All right. So from most to least, number of times you shit yourself, romantic partners, number of times you've been to a Cracker Barrel, inches you would add or subtract.
All right.
So we got to talk about. We don't have to talk about romantic partners. We need to talk about Cracker Barrel though.
I've been
Yeah.
once. I know that for a fact. I've been once.
And what's the? We don't have to say add or subtract, but when you
Penis
rock
size?
hard,
I would love 3 more.
3. Okay, so that's more than the Cracker
Yeah,
Barrel.
no, 3 sounds like a perfect number.
Yeah.
But basically, we're gonna say shit yourself, romantic partners, inches, Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel the least of all these.
Only been once.
I've probably been to 5 Cracker Barrels.
I've probably been to Cracker Barrel 5 times as well, which unfortunately makes penis size the lowest number, but it's like the most crucial. Like, I could use 3 more inches. 3 more inches is going to be the lowest number on this list, but it is like the biggest, like 3 inches would be.
That means the most
everything.
percentage.
I'll be honest with you, I have a tiny cock.
Oh yeah. You and I are 2 guys
Buddy,
that we
right
scream
now,
tiny cock.
at this angle, I'm
Oh.
at 0. At the angle this chair is sitting at, I'm at 0.
It goes like basically inside of me. Something like
if that thing went hard, we're at 1.
you're gonna get hard right now.
If it
Are you-
did.
We're opening up the possibility.
I'm just saying, 3 is short. Like, I might need 6. I'm lowballing it with 3.
The fact you said at this angle and you're sitting, you're sitting in the most normal chair that's ever been created for man.
But sitting
This
is always
like-
more difficult.
Yeah,
than-
sitting it
that's
swallows. The body
standing,
swallows
yeah.
it.
You gotta.
I know.
I said we said hard.
Well, yeah. Well, it depends on the angle.
All right, so what's your just
I'm telling you, if I got a boner right now, it would be like 1. But if I was standing up, it'd be like 4.
so your answer is
I would
shit
love
yourself?
a 6-inch dick, is what I'm saying.
Okay, but that's not that far away. That's not that far off.
So let's call it 3.
Yeah, 3s.
Wait, so we got your answer though. We locked in your answer.
Yes.
Do we have yours locked in?
Yeah, mine is honestly the same answer as Dana.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
just
perfect.
the differences from like top to bottom are
You have a lower ceiling and a higher floor.
Dude, come
actually
on.
no. Cracker Barrel was your bottom.
50 to, it's basically 50 to 1.
What?
That's my range. Is 1 Cracker
50
Barrel,
shits.
50 shit. That's my range.
That's a massive range. I've been to Cracker Barrel more than so. Mine would be shit myself 1, romantic partners 2, Cracker Barrel 3, penis inches 4.
Okay, well. I don't know
Yours
what
is the only difference is
yeah, the
Cracker
penis
Barrel and
inches
penis
in the Cracker Barrel. Yeah, well, that's interchangeable.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
The last 3 are fucking. They're all in the race, and they didn't even get out of the starting line. They're just sitting there.
Meanwhile, shitting is lapping them. Shitting yourself is just lapping
It's
them
going
multiple
around the
times
track.
around.
Regardless,
Oh,
for
still
both,
at the starting block?
It's boom, 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 boom. Those are the 3, yeah. Continue. Move
no,
on.
I want you to.
No, I just
No, you can
I never
continue.
do
We're
it
still
in
on our
front of
beer.
anybody. It's just.
Well, you're not doing it in
It's always
front of people. It's an
solo.
accident.
I'm solo shitting. It's never, oh, I'm with my wife. I'm with my family. It's always, oh, I'm walking to the bathroom. I'm shitting shit. You trust a fart.
I mean, 10 times a year.
You trust the and honestly, I've
What
farted
what
less.
is this math coming from?
I don't know.
I'm
It keeps getting
32.
higher. It keeps getting higher.
So you're saying, all right, so I shit 10 times a year. I'm 32. That's 3,200 shits a year.
That's way worse math than I was just doing. You just said 3,200 shits.
And he
No,
said
it starts
10 a year.
at
It would be
15.
320 by his math, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
10 shits a year by 32 years.
No,
320.
You said as an adult.
Yeah, and I was saying as
Oh,
an adult.
320. Yeah, even that is.
You're still
That's
not
not
listening.
how many times. Like,
You're still not listening to as an adult.
okay.
As an adult cuts that number in half.
What is adults?
So how-
15 years?
15. I said 150.
I don't shit
which was
myself
too many.
10 times a year.
You shit yourself
Twice.
Fif-
Twice.
50 times total over the last 12 years.
Let's say in the last 15 years,
So
I've shit
4
myself
times a
twice
year.
a year. That's 30 times I've shit myself. Before that, I don't know, when I'm an infant, you know how many fucking times I probably shit myself?
yeah.
Of course.
Come on.
We're not counting that.
You
all
said
right,
we're not
then.
counting that.
So just as an adult, 40.
I have a question. about shitting
Please,
yourself.
please, the floor is yours.
How many times have you shit yourself so bad that you have to ditch the underwear? I've done it
In
twice.
public?
Like that you're in public and you've shit.
Not that many times.
I've done it twice.
No.
You've never done it once?
I just said I shit myself mostly in the confines of my own home.
Got it.
That barely counts.
Yeah,
not-
that
it's
doesn't
what I'm
even
saying.
count.
Barely
Yeah.
counts.
It's like, oh.
Or if it's like your
you know?
your hallway of your home as you're like trying to get to the bathroom, like
Yeah, that doesn't even
barely counts. If I'm talking, or I probably have 2 or 3 of those.
That's what I
all
was
time
saying,
Where
that
I've had
it's
to
like-
ditch the underwear.
Yes.
Where I just,
And that is what I consider.
Thrown out
Oh yeah, you go to the bathroom and it's like I gotta ditch these underwear.
per year?
No, twice total
Oh,
in my
total?
life.
Oh, I'm probably like 5.
Per year.
I'm probably,
Per
you
year.
scared me. You
Per
scared me.
year
You
would be
scared me.
crazy.
You scared me. Probably 5.
Yeah,
You
just a little something.
And
that's
I'll
like,
be honest,
fuck.
anytime it happens, I text my boys. I'm like, boys, it happened again.
maybe a better question that would make all the numbers closer is like, how many pairs of underwear have
yes.
you ruined?
That-
beyond
Less
repair.
than 5.
Yeah,
That's-
so,
that's
so
a
now the
closer
whole
question,
the
yeah.
whole question clumps up together a little bit.
Damn.
Fuck.
Let me pivot. What sports hero of yours would you allow to lie with your mother or your father?
Great question. Jalen Hurts, easiest answer, literally.
Well, one
ever.
for each. It's one for each.
1-1.
One for mother,
I
one
think
for
Jalen
father.
Hurts both.
You've already used Jalen Hurts, so it's like when you hit a ceiling on either one of them.
But can you agree with me that like the most like pristine human in every facet of the word?
I mean, he's knocking the bottom out of that thing.
Yeah.
But
But also with respect.
Yeah, respectfully,
Yeah.
but someone's coming, man or a woman. So Jalen Hurts is definitely one of them. Mom or dad?
I guess I would have to choose mom if I.
And you'll pick someone else for your dad.
Yeah.
Probably a white guy.
Larry Bird.
To fuck your mom or dad?
Well, my dad loves Larry Bird.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
There's no way Larry Bird is like fucking like crazy though.
Yeah, but back in the day.
You think you would have fucked better, or like you think it would have been more like of a
would've
treat for your dad?
He would have had some.
That's a great point. I
don't.
The answer for my dad, I'm just going to pick like the hottest woman ever.
I don't know.
Just like
Mia Hamm. I don't know. She played soccer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
Yeah, Mia Hamm's a nice treat for your dad. I don't want to call her a treat. And that's a nice answer for your dad. I was thinking dudes, but it's so much nicer to have a girl. I don't know why I only kept it gay in my mind. But like your dad fucking a girl.
Then definitely Larry Bird for my dad.
No, if
We're going straight, it's Mia Hamm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Like, did Larry Bird have
when I think of
abs on him?
The two female athletes I think of when I think of female athletes for whatever reason are Serena Williams and Mia Hamm. That just comes to my mind.
And Serena Williams is out.
No, she was the second one I thought of.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So if my dad wanted Serena, yeah.
But you're picking Mia Hamm as a gift.
No more. You're just thinking of no more.
Saying the gift. I only thought of it as gay. I'm not trying to gift your dad.
No, dude, it's my dad. I was gonna say maybe both, but it's whatever. It happens.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't either.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
I don't know the answer.
And so maybe Larry Bird for your mom, Mia Hamm for your dad.
Yeah.
Because Tom Brady, I guess, is back on the table. Jason Tatum.
Well, I don't want to talk about my mom's sexual endeavors, but like, it's Tom Brady. Who doesn't want to fuck Tom Brady?
Of course.
Of
course. Timeless. And I deprived you of Tom Brady on the other one.
You
the
did.
white guy answer. So.
I wasn't gonna go there. You chose only white guys, and that's telling. You chose only white people.
And
for the record, I chose Jalen Hurts.
Forward thinking, a woke man.
I said Serena Williams. That's a black man.
If you'd like.
All right, don't put that in. Don't put that in. Please don't put that in.
We have to. We can't not. We can't not. It's a joke. We'll put in you saying don't put that in. It's too good of a joke. It's too funny. It's too funny of a joke to not put in.
All right.
So we need one more answer from you, Max.
I know. I'm trying to think of like the most attractive like female athlete, which is this is for my dad. No, this is
It's
too
a tough
young.
question.
It's tough. It's tough. It's
These
supposed
are
to be a
tough.
thing
These are
where it's like a.
I will say this. It's crazy how much easier it was to pick for my mom. Like, I thought immediately I was like, Jalen Hurts is such a good-looking, respectful man.
I knew he was going to be one of your top answers. 100%.
He is, but he's just like he's perfect in every sense of the word.
And this is gun to your head.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gun to your head. This isn't you choosing this. This is gun to your head.
100%.
Gun to your head.
100%.
I was thinking like Maria Sharapova.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's nice.
Yeah, someone like I was trying to think. Yeah, I think that's a good answer.
Someone
I'm
who's
happy with that
contextualized it, like that your dad knows.
Yeah.
Because your dad's not going to want just like a hot, young, like athlete.
Yeah, like Livy Dunn came to my head. I was like, she's far too young for my father.
It has to be age appropriate.
Yeah, it had
That's a hard question.
No, it had that. Like initially, and that's why I was like, no, like that. My dad wouldn't appreciate Livy Dunn like that. Like,
they're not gonna have like dinner.
Yeah,
they're not gonna have
no.
a nice like
Maria Sharp.
This is gun to your head. This is gun to your head.
Yeah, this is
This
gun
is
to your
gun to
head.
everybody's head. This isn't. No, this is nobody wants this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have any more questions for you guys. I think that was exactly what we needed to do. Dana, Max, I feel like you guys have a long future of great content together.
I think so too.
What could it look like?
I have no idea.
Like, is it a show? Is it
But it
like
is-
this?
I don't know.
I'm not a show guy.
It is
What
funny
does
that
mean?
the past 2 shows outside of Part of My Take that I've done is this show and Dog Walk, and they've both chosen you and I to be the other 2 people on that show.
It's a good omen.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right?
It's a good omen.
It is.
I think that you guys like doing something where I don't know, just you guys drinking beers and talking about stuff. Does scratch an itch for me.
We'll have plenty of competing in the near future.
Should we do it? Should we do an Oklahoma drill and then just call it a night?
Yeah, we can do one. Let's go out. We can bring one of these cameras out to the turf, right?
Yeah. Let's go out to the turf real quick.
I know this is going to be added to the bad Beersy highlight reel, but it's okay. I don't want to make excuses, but don't hit my right knee. Go up top.
I know that's
That's his best knee to hit.
no. That does make me feel bad about this.
You're not gonna hit me right here.
He's like he can't control it.
I'm not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna.
All right, then fuck it. Who cares?
We don't have to do
No,
this.
we don't have to do this. I did.
We don't
forget
have
that
to
you have
do
a torn
this.
meniscus right now.
No.
We don't have to. Dana.
We
We
don't
don't
have
have
to
to.
do
do
No, we're
this.
doing it.
This is. I completely forgot that you have a torn meniscus right now.
Max, I'm not worried about it.
Well, it's already
Yeah.
torn, right?
Yeah.
Blue 80, set go!
Yeah, we're good.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, he can't do that. He can't do that. It doesn't count. Good video. Good video.
That was a lot of pressure.
Times, a lot of pressure
That
on
was
the
a
knee.
lot of pressure on the knee. I can't do that.
Warm one shot to Max and Dana.